Hi everyone, welcome back to Quest for Literature. Today we are going to see the origin of English theatre. Before getting into the video, if you are not yet subscribed to my channel, do subscribe, click on the bell icon and enable all option so that you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. In the beginning of English theatre, you can see the strolling companies of actors. First, let us see about them. The drama had established itself at the royal court and in the household of nobility in the very beginning. Then there is a regular body of actors to entertain from time to time. Later on, people at a very large number of people want for a permanent theatre because the actors are wandering from place to place, performing in town hall, marketplace, or in yards. Elizabethan Act of Parliament, they decided that the actors, those who did not belong to the household of some people of rank or were not licensed by the magistrates were regarded as rough and vagabond. This is all about the actors. So that what the actors done is the actors had sheltered themselves under the name of some noble as the official title of their companies, either the Lord Chamberlain's servant or the Lord Admiral's men. As there comes two companies, and what they had done is they will be erecting scaffold in yards because there will be a lot of space for them to perform. So scaffold will be erected and accommodation was provided for the audience or to the spectator. By 1576, two permanent playhouses were built. They were the theatre and the curtain. And these are the only playhouses in London where in London when Shakespeare reached London. And by the end of Elizabethan reign, there exist 11 permanent playhouses. And all these playhouses are at the outskirts of London, chiefly on the banks of Surrey and Thames. Globe and Blackfriars are the theatre which Shakespeare is closely connected to. The theatrical profession has been considered as a very ill order. In order to avoid being treated as rough and vagabond, the actors has been forced to attain license from peers and influential patrons. This is what we see in the first slide also. They were of two companies. They will be either the member of Lord Chamberlain's men or the Lord Admiral's men. And our great Shakespeare belongs to Lord Admiral's men. The beginning, the theaters, we will see here the structure of the theaters. They were very small and the shape of it will be either round or hexagonal and it's made of wood. We had already seen the shape will be either round or hexagonal, so that you can see in this picture that the middle area by half, that will be the stage, and the remaining is roofed. You can see the cross section here, so that the stage and the boxes, that means the rooms, will be roofed or thatched. Then rest of the building was open to the sky, and that is the place where common people sit and watch drama. Here the boxes that will be occupied by a wealthier and more aristocratic play doers, and there will be no seat provided for the groundlings. They just sit in the yard and watch. Here the groundling means the common people. Let's see about the stage. The stage is a simple platform and there is no mobility of scenery. There you can see there is no curtain, there is no back curtain, and there is no mobility will be there. In modern dramas, you can see the scenes will be shifting from here to there and all those things. Then the mobility of scenery comes towards the end of Shakespeare's period. By the end of Shakespeare's period, you can see there will be mobility of scene on stage. Now, another very important thing regarding the stage is the stage properties are freely employed. The placards were hung and for informing the audience where the scene was supposed to lead, because there will be no back curtains to indicate the place. So if the thing is happening in Athens, then a person will be carrying the placard like this is Athens. And if it is like a wood, then they will be carrying a placard like this is a wood. That is how they use the stage properties. When it comes to Shakespeare, two prominent characteristics of his drama may be referred directly to the absence of painted scenery. One is the continual change in the locality of the action, and the second one is frequency of descriptive passage. And these two things are left for the imagination of the spectator, because they cannot bring those things to the stage. So everything is left for the imagination of the audience. Another one, very again, I say it's an important thing regarding the stage is the backstage. So here you can see the backstage consists of two things, a balcony and an open space underneath. These two things played a very significant role in the plays during the time of Elizabeth. And here you can say they played an important role in the economy of the performance. The next slide we will see the significance of the backstage. The balcony is the elevated place that can be considered as the wall of a city or the upper part of a house. I hope you would have known about Romeo and Juliet. In the act, Romeo will be coming there to meet Juliet, and Juliet stand at the upper part of the house and Romeo down. So that's here when it comes to the stage, Juliet will be standing in the balcony and Romeo down. Then the space beneath the balcony, which is always curtained off, can be taken for interior scenes. In Lady Macbeth's bedchamber scene and in Othello's, you have bedchamber scene. There, the down space is used to show what happens in the interior scene. The performance in the theater generally began about 3 in the afternoon and it lasted for 2 hours. And there is no actress on Shakespearean stage. Women's part has been taken by boys and young men especially trained for the purpose of acting as actress. And after the Elizabethan age, there is a shutdown of theaters, and after the reopening of theaters, uh, there will be lady characters. I mean, there are actresses who take the part of the heroines, and there are a lot of critics who says that it is well and good the young boys played the role of women, because people love young boys playing the role of women during that time. That's the end of today's session. Thank you all for listening. Till the time we meet next, stay tuned to Quest for Literature, keep reading, and know the world.